Welcome to Snail Trail 4x4, another 2-minute Tuesday. Today is going to be more of a PSA. What is a PSA, you ask? It's a public service announcement. Today we are going to be talking about hydration because it is getting hot here in Northern California. I was up on the Rubicon about a week ago and it got to temperatures almost 100 degrees out there. And we aren't even into August yet, which is usually our hotter temperatures for that month. So why is hydration super duper important? Primarily because you can get into some serious damage when you're dehydrated, you as a person. You really could get into some medical emergency situations and things of that nature. And on the easier side is you just start getting headaches, you start making poor decisions, Throughout the day, you also don't really recognize that how much you are sweating, especially out on these hot days. When you're sitting in the cab, you know, you're going to be sweating, your seats are going to be hot, you're just getting extremely overheated in a way, and you're going to be sweating, plus you've got excitement going and your adrenaline's up and there's a whole bunch of things happening, so you just really need to stay hydrated. Whereas if you're staying hydrated, you're going to have a clearer thought, you're going to choose better lines, you're not going to break your vehicle as easily. So staying hydrated is super important. So let's drop 2 minutes down on this clock. I'm going to tell you about a few things that I do to stay hydrated out on the trail, some of the tricks that I use. So let's do it. I want to do it on this side now because the subscribe button's over there. If you hit that subscribe button to follow along, but I'm going to start moving the clock over here. So let's put the 2 minutes down over here. Boom. So probably the easiest and most important trick that I use is I make the water super accessible. I don't want it to be any extra steps to grab a bottle of water. I grabbed like the 36 pack or the 24 packs of bottled water, and I just throw those right in the back. Can you see them? They're like right there. They just even poke out. I'm packing my truck because I'm about to go out on traveling again over on another weekend. And I just put it right there and I leave it there, and then I can hop out of my driver's seat. I can just turn around and I can grab a bottle of water super easy. And that's what you need to do. And it's like if you're just, I'm getting a little thirsty, that's when you should be drinking. Once you start to feel thirsty, you're already starting to get dehydrated. Now, there are some other things that you can do. Now, one of the things that I also enjoy is tricking my mind and figuring that I'm not actually drinking water because I don't like to drink water. There's no flavor, there's no enjoyment in that. So if I add lemon or if I add some nutrients or some Gatorade powder or make it cold, then those are things that I want to do, and I want to drink that water more and more often, and I enjoy that more than just some lukewarm or even hot water. You can also buy really small bottles compared to little bottles. I think the small bottles are easier because you can just pound it really quick, get a chunk of water in you, and then throw that bottle away and not really worry about it. I know it's not eco-friendly and it's, kind of contradictory to a lot of things I say on this program, but I do think that it's a benefit to just not have to worry about an open container, or closing that bottle or putting it somewhere where you can just drink it real quick and toss it away. If you do use those bigger containers, it would be nice to have some way to quick and easy to get that water out of there instead of having to muscle over this big old 5-gallon jug of water. Maybe get one of those pumps or something like that so you can just fill your other container super easy. I carry this thing along with me. It's a Sawyer, sort of a pen. So you can stick this into like a bottle and you can use this. This is a filtration system. I just take this with me on every camping trip that I go on, and it's a backup. It's really like if I'm stranded and I'm alone and I don't have any way to get water, I'm out completely and nobody else is around me, I can use this. I can stick this straight into a puddle, a murky, nasty, gnarly puddle, and I can use this to filter it out, and you just suck on this end and it comes out. This one's this is like a bottle that it will screw onto. You can just screw it onto there. And then you can fill this section up with water as well, and you can just use it to hold the water for you while you drink out of it. This thing would also work on camel packs. You can put it in line, so you can just have it there. It's right at the end. You use it on the end of your camel pack, and that will filter anything. Like if you need to put some gnarly, dirty water in the back of your camel pack as a last resort, this will filter all that out. I'll put a link to this down in the description. It's just one of the nice things to have. I come from a backpacking background. I've done a lot of backpacking, and I always carry a filter with me when I'm backpacking. I've been carrying one of these more lately, and I also carry iodine tablets. which is just another easy thing to do. Those are super light and they're really easy. But those are my tricks on staying hydrated out in the field. If you have any other good ideas, I'd love to see them. I'd love to hear them down in the comments. Also, if you have any other suggestions for 2 Minute Tuesdays, please put them below. Hammer down on that subscribe button. And once again, thanks for watching. Keep crawling.